Dear class 9 students, let's continue chapter 9, that is five kingdom classification. So then the last virtual class we did up to the kingdom, Protista, okay, Monera and Protista we did. And then in the last virtual, then in the live session we did up to Fungi. Okay, today let me begin with the kingdom Plantain. Okay, kingdom Plantain. Okay, kingdom Plantain. So kingdom plantae means all the organisms having these properties. These properties means the properties which I am going to write out here. Multicellular, okay, multicellular, eukaryotic, and autotrophic. So these are the three important properties the members of plantae exhibit. Okay, multicellular, they are made up of more than one cells. All right, then eukaryotic means the cells have got a well-defined nucleus, a very prominent nucleus. Okay, all the nuclear materials are enclosed, within the nucleus. Okay, surrounded by the nuclear membrane. Then autotrophic means they can prepare their own food. They have got their chlorophyll, with the help of which they can photosynthesize, which means they can manufacture their own food by the process called photosynthesis. So they are called autotrophs. So these are the three main properties the members of plantae have. Okay, and these plantae are further classified into 5 classes. That means your plantae is a kingdom, in fact. So this kingdom is further classified into 5 classes. Number 1, that is your Thallophyta. Okay, then number 2, we have bryophyta. Okay, number 3, we have pteridophyta. Let's see the spelling, pteridophyta. Then 4th one is your gymnosperm. All right, gymnosperms. Then number 5, we have angiosperms. So these are the 5 classes of plantae. So Thallophyta means Thallophyta, multicellular algae, all multicellular algae. Okay, you see seaweeds, example, you see seaweeds, we have, okay, kelps. Okay, so these are the example of Thallophyta, which are multicellular algae. That means all the multicellular algae come under Thallophyta. Okay, and they have got a thallus body, thallus-like body, thallus-like body they have got, thallus-like body. Okay, thallus-like, Thallus, thallus-like body, which means the body cannot be differentiated into root, stem, and leaves. Okay, a single body is there where no differentiation of the root, stem, and leaves. Okay, so that kind of body actually is called thallus-like body. So those which come under Thallophyta are multicellular algae, for example seaweed, kelps, which have got a thallus-like body where the body cannot be differentiated into stem, leaves, and roots. Okay, and they contain chlorophyll. That's why their mode of nutrition is autotrophic, which means they can prepare their own food. Okay, so that's all about Thallophyta. Similarly, bryophyta, example mosses, then comes your liverworts. Okay, they all belong to bryophyta. Example, I'll just write example, mosses. Okay, then comes your liverworts. Then similarly, pteridophyta, all ferns. Okay, ferns, ferns, gymnosperms, your pine Example pine. Okay, pine, cone bearing plant is there, which is for example pine, that come under gymnosperms. And angiosperms. Angiosperms are all the flowering plants, all the flowering plants, all the flowering plants, all the flowering plants that come under angiosperms. So these are the examples, but here they all have their own properties. That's why they are given the different classes. Okay, so we discussed about thallophyta just now. For example, seaweed, kelps, they all are multicellular algae. They have got a thallus-like body where the body cannot be differentiated into root, stem, and leaves. Okay, so that's all about thallophyta. All right. Second class of plantae is bryophyta. So bryophyta include all those plants. Means plants here you see we are talking about the members of plantae. They are no matter they are autotrophic, they are multicellular and eukaryotic, but they are different from each other in terms of many characters they have got, many characters they bear. All right. So bryophyta, that means those plants which come under bryophyta, also do not have true root, no true stem, and no true leaf. Okay, they have got root-like structure there, which in this case is called rhizoids, rhizoids, rhizoids. Okay, stem-like structure is not true stem, but stem-like structure is there, which is called caulid, 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 and no true leaf, but leaf-like structure is there, which is called phyllids, phillids, phyllids. Okay, an example, mosses and liverworts. So mosses, I'll show you mosses here. So mosses is here, which perhaps not that clear. So mosses, you see, these are all mosses. You can see here, not though it's not that clear. These are mosses. So you can see those this mosses on the stem. They're on the wall also, where the moisture content is very high. Okay, and liverworts. See here, liverworts. You can see here, liverworts. So it's also called Markensia. Markensia, scientific name is Markensia species. So these are liverworts. So that come under this bryophyta. You can see no true roots, no stem, no leaves. All right. Then the other one we have is pteridophyta, pteridophyta, pteridophyta. So pteridophyta includes all ferns. So all ferns here, these are I brought here some leaves of ferns. Okay, where you can see the true root, true stem, and true leaves. Okay, so everything is true here. Root can be seen. That means the body is properly differentiated into root, stem, and leaves. Okay, and leaves bear the leaflets here. You can see the leaflets here. So most of the ferns have got the leaflets, and the spores are formed on the underside of the leaves. Okay, spores. Spores means some powdery substances and powdery, the powdery parts are there, powdery substances rather we can say are there, which are called spores, usually born on the under surface of the leaves of this pteridophyta, with the help of which they can reproduce. Okay, so that's all about pteridophyta, and I've given you the example is all ferns. So these are all about pteridophyta. Remember here, up to this we don't find the body being differentiated into the root, stem, and leaves, but now pteridophyta onwards we find the body being well differentiated into root, stem, and leaves. Okay, now we'll see gymnosperms. Okay, the fourth class of plantae, gymnosperms. So gymnosperms can be seen in the form of trees also, big trees. Okay, you have seen pine. Okay, you have seen fir, you have seen cycas. Especially we are very much acquainted with the plant called pines. Okay, Dhupikuru we say. So that come under gymnosperm only. That means it's too big. I mean it's big, where you can see the body well differentiated into root, stem, and leaves. Okay, and they are non-flowering. They do not bear flowers. Okay, remember, they don't bear flowers, and they produce seed which is not enclosed within a fruit. Okay, they bear only the seeds which is naked seed. Okay, they bear a naked seed, not enclosed within a fruit. It's just naked. Okay, naked seed, but seed in this case is called cone. C-O-N-E, cone. Okay, cone, you see. So this is a cone I have brought. Okay, is a cone of pine. It's a cone of pine. So this is a seed produced by this gymnosperms. It's just open seeded. Okay, it's just open seeded, which means naked seed these plants have, where no fruit there. Usually in other cases, like in the case of angiosperms, we see the seeds within the fruit. Okay, enclosed within the fruit. Okay, but it is unlike that. It is naked, it is just open seeded, and the seeds in this case are called cones, please remember. And these cones are both male and female. That means there may be male cones or female cones. Okay, if the male cones are there, then obviously these male cones bear pollen grains. Okay, and similarly, if they are the female cones, they bear the ovules. Okay, so this is how we find a very important property the gymnosperms have. Okay, and they, I told you, they are either trees or shrubs. Okay, shrubs means not that tall. All right, so in that form also the gymnosperms can be seen. All right, examples: cypress, pines, fir. As I've told you, we are very much acquainted with these trees called pines, or in Nepali we call it dhupiko ruk. Okay, then the last one is there, that is the angiosperms. Angiosperms, which are the most developed plants. Okay, highly developed plants which are flowering. That means they bear flowers, and their body can be well differentiated into root, stem, leaves, okay, fruits, flowers, everything is there. Okay, so flower is the first flower will be there, then flowers. After the pollination and fertilization, the seeds will be pumped inside the fruit. That means fruit is enclosed, I mean seed is enclosed here. Unlike this, the seed in this case is enclosed in a fruit. All right, so the most important character, please remember here, that this is a flowering plant. All right, and the body is well differentiated into root, stem, leaves, flower, and even fruit is there. So once flower is there, then flower, pollination of the flower will be there, followed by the fertilization. Then what happens? Seeds will be there, developed from the ovules, and the ovary of the flower will be developed into the fruit, which I have already discussed. So all those properties can be seen here in this well developed or highly developed plant, which is called angiosperm. All right, and angiosperm is further classified into monocot and dicot. So we are very much common with this. I mean, very much acquainted with the terms called monocot and dicot. So monocot means those plants having the seeds containing only one cotyledon. Only one cotyledon. They have got only one cotyledon. Okay, for example, you see maize, okay, rice. So all those grains, they have got only one. Grains, you see maize, rice, they have got single cotyledon there, so that they are called monocot. No matter they are angiosperms, but what kind of angiosperms? Monocot, having only one cotyledon. Okay, if you see the venation means what? Arrangement of veins. So suppose this is the leaves here. So this is the leaves. So these are the veins. The arrangement of these veins is called venation. So in this case, the veins or the venation is parallel. Venations are parallel. Okay, whereas whereas in case of dicot, what you can see is that the venation reticulate venation, like that here. Okay, this is the reticulate here. So this kind of venation can be seen in the dicot, which means the seed having two cotyledons. Okay, seeds containing two cotyledons are called dicot, where the reticulate venation is seen. All right, and they are also, no matter they are angiosperms, they bear flowers, everything is there, but only the seeds contain two cotyledons. For example, you see beans, all right, peas, so they all come under dicot angiosperms. All right, so this is how today we have finished the finished all about plantain, all the members, all the classes of plantain with the examples I have told you. I think you people have understood. So today we'll do only this much, and we'll continue with the other kingdom in the next session. All right. So thank you very much.